how to live in the end. Live in the end state. I'm sure that you've heard this phrase all over the place. Put yourself in the end. What does this mean? Hello, my beautiful beings, and welcome to another video by your host, Rome Wild, creator extraordinaire and all-around joyful being. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. And check out my one-to-one options and courses below if you would like one-on-one coaching from me to dissolve whatever illusion is between you and your power as a creator. So, what does it mean to live in the end state? Well, you are always in an end state. You are always in the end of something. Either you're living in the end of it's not working out, I never get what I want, or you're living in I always get what I want, everything's working for me. Or, literally anything between. Like, these things always work out for me, but these things don't work out for me, right? That is also an end state. It's just varied. So you have an end state for everything in your reality, meaning you have an expectation as far as where it will go. And that is usually where it ends up because of the way that you are steering your life, the way you're showing up, the way that you are holding yourself and speaking about yourself, to yourself, and to the external world. It's literally the directions that you are giving. For example, when I was first recording my podcast, the Joy Channel podcast, check it out, back in 2019, the first bunch of episodes especially, I would notice a vast difference. If I hit record and just started talking, even if I had a list of things, right? I started out doing lists. I don't really do that anymore. I kind of just hit and then go. I would notice if I started struggling with recording, nothing was coming out right, I would pause and I'd be like, oh, I can help myself with this. So I'd stop recording and put myself in the end state. I'd imagine I had just recorded it and it went really well. I'd feel myself fully there, okay, I did it already and it was great. And I'd say to myself, that was the easiest thing I've ever done. That came out so easily, so flawlessly. It just flowed. I said everything I wanted to say. I said it in the perfect way for whoever needed to hear it, etc. Whatever I desired to invoke in that moment. Put myself in the end state of it. Started recording again, and it would always flow seamlessly. Why is this? It's because if you have something in your system that's running this is going to be hard, I don't want to mess up, etc., then you're literally hijacking your consciousness and directing it down all those pathways. So when you stop, put yourself in the end of that went really easy, you're already giving yourself that lived experience, and then your pathways are going to divert to that being easier instead of having fears come up of what if I mess up, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that. It's going to go much smoother. Put yourself in the end. And this goes for everything with reality creation, reality selection. If the word creation throws you off because you're but everything exists already, so everything's created, so what do you mean creation? Selection, reality selection. What of the infinite iterations do you want to choose? Fun fact, etymology corner. The word create comes from the same root as care or cirrus, meaning grain to grow. So creation is something that you grow. And how do things grow? You plant a seed that you water, and then light happens. Light, sunlight, your attention happens, and it grows. So creation, yes, you get an idea, you get a seed, you plant the seed, maybe you start taking some, your actions on it. You grow it with your attention, with your passion, with knowing that it becomes the tree, and you move forward. So creation is really the development of the ideas, because again, there are infinite ideas you can draw from, infinite realities. The ones that you focus on are the things you are growing, and it really is that easy. So put yourself in the end state of it's already done. The oak tree is contained in the seed, and yet also it grows. We are in the experience of a time dilation versus everything being instantaneous. And can you manifest instantly? Yes, of course. Time can easily just collapse and you get something instantly. It doesn't really matter. There's infinite paths to get something. The one where you have it now, the one where you have it now, the one where you have it 3 days ago, the one where you have it in a week. Doesn't really matter. Point is, when you put yourself in the end state, you get to that instant much quicker because you're already in the instant. So if you're living in, when is it going to happen? Why isn't it happening yet? I don't see it. Oh my God, this is taking forever. How come I can manifest some things, but I can't manifest other things, right? You've probably heard it all before. Just look through any of the fucking TikTok comments or YouTube too. And you will see everyone's limiting beliefs, self-limiting beliefs, limited beliefs really, right? Because it's like people make the incorrect assumption of, oh, I don't see it out here yet, so it's not happening, versus recognizing, no, I see it in here. I know it's happening. I know it gets to happen. And then holding yourself in that end state, that peace of like, it's already done. Or, you know, maybe the end state feels different. Maybe the end state could feel different, okay? It could feel like relief. It can feel like joy. It can feel like peace. It can feel like calm and rest. It can feel like just knowing. There's no correct end state, because the end state for different outcomes is going to be different. So give yourself whatever the end state of that is for you. Feel it and let yourself know it's already here. And then continue with your day, putting yourself in the end state. If you exercise challenge, if you put yourself in the end state multiple times a day for, let's say, a week or two, let's just say a week, 7 days, even if you put an alarm 5 times a day, make it something gentle so it's not jarring. Make it a noise you have, even if it's your own voice saying like, I already have it. It's already done. Oh my gosh, it showed up. Oh my God, it's here. Whatever. If you want to clip that sound. Do that. Put yourself in that end state of, I already have it. It's already done. The money's in my account. My business is booming. I already have the musical instrument. Whatever it is, I already have the violin. Like, you know? Put yourself in the end state multiple times a day, breathe. And then in between those, you're not going to like hop out of that and be like, but where is it? It's not here yet. No, that's not the point. The point is to embody the feeling of having it and knowing it's here. And then having that with you all throughout the day. This is not a game of ping pong between you and the you say you don't want to experience anymore. This is a game of choice. You choosing, you using your consciousness, your free will to select the iteration of reality you desire. So that's all for me today. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. And check out my one-to-one options and courses below if you would like one-on-one coaching from me to dissolve whatever illusion is between you and your power as a creator. So catch the next one. Bye.